Tuesday, May 14th, 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 2019. Guys, in this video, I've got a variety of super unique things to share with you guys. I want to start in Detroit, Michigan with a fireball that was caught on a dash cam. We're going to go from that to some lightning to a triangle craft that I spotted underneath a halo out here in southeast Phoenix a couple of days ago, and some extraordinary lightning along with some extraordinary photos. So stick around. It's going to get interesting. We're going to start here in Detroit, Michigan. Jennifer was driving down the highway. Her dash cam came in handy as it caught a fireball streaking through the sky. Moving at a pretty good clip, but it was a long duration event, so that tells us this thing must have been pretty good size. 1:16 in the morning. Looks like it originated from the proximity of the moon over here. And here you can see the fireball. Looks like it's solid white. I tried to get some color to come forward, but couldn't get any in the video. Here you can see a tail form right at the end of the fireball's duration as it disintegrated. And here's another look at it close up. Decent sized little fireball. Probably lasted for 5 or 6 seconds. Sometimes fireballs only last 1 or 2 seconds. So kind of a long duration event. There's been longer, but decent fireball spotted over Detroit, Michigan by Jennifer as she was driving down the highway, and it was picked up by the dash cam of her car. Good job, Jennifer. Thanks for sharing. Greatly appreciate it. This next video I took from right out here in southeast Phoenix, and I noticed a triangle-shaped craft. We're seeing these things almost on a weekly basis now from somewhere around the world, and this one here just happened to be underneath. Right there it is, underneath this halo. I saw it, went up and recorded the halo, came back down, recorded the triangle craft that's just parked in the sky. It looks like it was in some sort of invisible mode, but you could see the outline of it crystal clear. Totally out of place. It doesn't match anything else in the sky as far as random clouds go. That is a perfect V sitting there in the sky underneath that halo. Perfect V. I mean, it's undeniable. So I zoomed in on it. I adjusted the lighting with some still images, like right here, to try to pull it forward a little bit. I mean, you really didn't need to. It was totally obvious. But again, you know, don't know what it was doing up there. It was just sitting there in the sky, and that was looking to the east-southeast, and it was underneath that halo, plain as day. So this is the video I took of the triangle, and of course the halo. We see halos all the time, and anymore, we're seeing triangles all the time. Somewhere around the world, somebody's taken a photograph or a video of a triangle craft. We're seeing them out over the ocean on satellites. They're everywhere. So pretty cool to look up and see one just kind of parked there in a cloaked mode or invisible mode, but no doubt about it, that's definitely some sort of a triangle-shaped craft. Now I've got a bonus picture from northeast Georgia sent in by Wendy. We're going to have a little fun with this one. As you can see why she took the picture, looks like a alien face. See the big eyes, got the big bumblebee eyes going on. She sent that picture in a few days ago. I thought I'd share it in this video this morning. Have a little fun. That was a good observation. That's exactly what it looks like. It looks like an alien face with those big dark eyes. Here I've inverted it to where they're light, but that's what it looks like. So good observation, Wendy. Thanks for sharing. Really cool photograph. This next video I want to share is of some lightning out of Oklahoma. And the young lady that sent this in at first thought she was hallucinating at what she was seeing out her window. This was sent in by Devon from Oklahoma. This was a lightning storm in Oklahoma back on May 1st. And she was seeing vertical streaks in the sky as the lightning would light up the sky. So she took her camera and started recording, and sure enough, the camera picked up the same thing that she was seeing. She was seeing these vertical streaks. And another thing she was seeing was the sky changing from a very dark blue almost in some cases to purple within seconds. Look at that. And I know with auroras, blue means nitrogen, and I think green means oxygen. And in this case here, I'm not exactly sure what we've got going on. We've got light blue, we've got dark blue, we've got purple, and you can see these vertical, what we're calling panels almost. They look like panels in the sky when this lightning erupts. Look at that. Changing colors. So she took out her camera and started taking a video of this. And I wanted to show you that one right there. Let me stop it real quick. I want to go back because there was an unusual feature that wasn't a straight vertical. There was something underneath it. It kind of stopped right there. See that? There's that vertical feature, and then there's something over here too. Just a weird sequence of events. And she was very mystified at what she was looking at out her window. So she recorded this, sent it in, and I told her I'd take a closer look at it, and I'm glad I did because that is super interesting. Unbelievably powerful lightning, changing colors from blue to purple to dark blue to light purple, and then those vertical streaks in the sky. They're not streaks either. Those are like panels. Look at that. And I saw a video earlier yesterday of the same type of phenomenon in Texas. It was like these vertical panels in the sky. Here's some more lightning. Check this out. Supercharged skies and lightning over Florida. And at the moment of this video, there were 44,000 lightning strikes, mostly over the state of Florida and out over the Gulf of Mexico. You can see some out here on the Atlantic side of the United States, and then up in Virginia and parts of North Carolina. And there was some over here in West Texas and New Mexico, but the majority of those 44,000 lightning strikes were over Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. A lot of very, very intense lightning. Right now, Earth is in the crosshairs of a double CME, a coronal mass ejection, with an ETA of May 15th. That's tomorrow. And it looks like, according to this chart here, it's going to be tomorrow evening sometime. This little dot you see right here is the Earth. This is also the Earth over here on this graph. This is the Sun. You'll see the CME eject off of the Sun, and Earth is directly in its path. I mean, we are right square in the crosshairs of this double CME. You see there's one and a second one behind it. And they're moving very, very slowly. These are going to take over 4 days to reach Earth. And just for an example, the Carrington event back in 1859, which was a very large solar flare that erupted a CME directly at Earth that made it to Earth from the Sun. This is the Sun here. This is the Earth on this graph in the simulation. And that CME, the Carrington event, made it to Earth in 17 hours. The second fastest, or the fastest one that ever made it to Earth that we know of, made it in 15 hours. And these are taking the better part of 4 days. So the dense plasma, the PICS means dense plasma that you see there. So the slower it's moving, it might interact a little differently with the Earth than a faster moving CME. The PICS are dense plasma. So we'll see what happens. That's energy from the Sun that's making its way directly towards the Earth as I do this video. And it should be here, like I said, in less than 36 hours. Got some interesting pictures to share with you guys here also in this video. This one here was sent in by Fabian from Germany, and he was just taking a picture of the sky, and this appeared in his photograph. Okay, now normally I see these types of things all the time. Anytime you're taking pictures of the sky, you can sometimes get lens reflections and lens glare and flare and all types of stuff, but he wasn't necessarily taking a picture of the Sun. And this appeared in the photograph, and that's why he sent this to me, because he noticed this odd-looking orb. And I agree, that is an odd-looking orb. 9 out of 10 times, I will dismiss this as a lens artifact due to the intense sunlight reflecting around inside the aperture of the camera, the recording device. But I don't think that's the case here. But I'm not exactly sure what the case is here. It's an interesting photograph, and I'm simply sharing it with you guys. There's one look at it there, and here's another look at it here. And again, that was sent in by Fabian from Germany, and I received that yesterday. So, interesting photograph. Don't know if it's anything at all, but it does look super, super unique. Thanks for sharing. I greatly appreciate it. Joel from West Michigan, a hole punch cloud. We've seen these a lot lately, and some of them are shaped like submarines. We saw one the other day that was long and narrow, looked like a hot dog up in the sky. Why they're symmetrically shaped like that is beyond me, if it's just a natural event of water droplets dropping through the sky. To me, there's something else that causes that, but that's just my opinion, and that's just my theory. I think it's caused by something else, and I think because they're shaped in such unique patterns, like this one here is oval. The one we saw the other day was shaped like a submarine. You know, why aren't they just random like we see up here, or just random clouds? They have these very unique shapes to them, and to me they could be. I'm not saying that they are, because I don't know. I can't prove it, but to me it looks like they're formed by quite possibly something else. Texas sunset sent in by Orlando. This photograph here has got some character. Look at that. You've got light orange, dark orange, bright orange. You've got gray, black, blue, light blue, dark blue. You've got these sunbeams coming up through there. That is an exceptional photograph. Great job, Orlando. Thanks for sharing. Also got one more here sent in by Jeff V from Iowa. And it looks like the sky is full of louvers as far as he could see. Look at that. As far as he could see off into the horizon, you can see these waves in the sky. They look like louvers in the sky. And that was taken by Jeff V in Iowa. Thank you, Jeff, for sharing. Greatly appreciate it. And I want to thank all you guys for sharing your photographs here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery. I do get to them sooner or later. Sometimes I may get 100 emails a day. And to get through all of those emails in one day, so I try to balance between emails and research, and I do get to them sooner or later. And I do have a lot of new photographs at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery here at the website. You can find real-time data here at the website related to the sun, the earth, the moon, the Schumann resonance. It's updated all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Up here at the top is the daily report. That's updated at least once a day, sometimes multiple times a day. It just depends. That's the newsroom. All the rest of the data is, like I said, real-time, updated 24/7. Don't forget to check it out. It's linked below every video in the description box. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.